Hello animal lovers, welcome to another video about dogs. In this video we will discuss the significance of dogs in some of the world's most popular religions. We will see and compare which religion treats dogs in which ways. As I am and proud to be a Hindu, I can gladly say our religion respects animals a lot. Most of our gods and goddesses have animals as their mounts. They are called Bahans. Dogs are the Bahans or mounts of Lord Bhairava, who is a fierce form of Lord Shiva, who is also called Pasupati, which means Lord of all animals. The second reference we find in Mahabharata, when King of Hastinapur Yudhishthir, his brothers and their wife went to Himalayas as their last journey of their lives. A dog walked all the way with Yudhishthir till the gates of the heaven. At the doorway of heaven, Yudhishthir was told to leave the dog behind or he would not be allowed to enter heaven. But Yudhishthir refused to do so as the dog had accompanied him faithfully in this difficult journey and gave him happiness. The dog, watching Yudhishthir's commitment for his friend, transforms and reappears as deity Dharma. The deity Dharma then praises Yudhishthir for his virtue. The third reference is dogs are believed to be messengers of Yama, the god of death. Dogs guard the gates of heaven and hell. Let's talk about Egyptian mythology now. Dogs were closely linked to the jackal or dog god Anubis, who guided the soul of the deceased to the hall of truth, where the soul would be judged by God. Anubis is the Greek name for the god of death, mummification, afterlife, tombs, and underworld in the ancient Egyptian religion. So another god of death with dog connection, Anubis is usually depicted as a dog or a man with a dog's head. Archaeologists have concluded that the animal that was revered as Anubis was an Egyptian canine or African jackal. In ancient Egypt, dogs were valued for their ability to protect and hunt. Let's talk about Christianity now. In Christianity, dogs represent faithfulness within the Roman Catholic denomination. Specifically, the iconography of Saint Dominic includes a dog. After the Hallows mother dreamt of a dog springing from her womb and becoming pregnant shortly after that. In Bible, pigs were unclean, both ritually and as food, but dogs were the embodiment of gluttony, scavengers sent by God to tear and devour. In Islam, all animals are a part of Allah's creation and belong to Allah. Muslims are custodians of this beautiful planet. How we care for animals and what we use them for will be accountable for to Allah. All of creation is Muslim, submitting to Allah's will. Only man and jinns are granted a freedom of choice. So yes, even animals are Muslims, including dogs. It is said in Islam that keeping a dog in house as a pet is prohibited for hygienic reasons, but dogs are allowed to be used for hunting and guarding purposes. Even the Prophet used dogs to control the cattle like sheep. In the Zen tradition, the dog was deemed a low creature. A dog was also used as a metaphor for new student, one who would ingest anything without discrimination, just like a dog. In Buddhist religion, there is a term called Buddha's dog. The Buddha's dog is a charming teaching story about a dog who found Buddha and what lessons were taught by this funky bulldog named Nandi. This is a quick read and aimed towards the youth at heart. So that was it guys. I couldn't cover all the religions thinking about the duration of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more animal and spirituality related videos. Thank you. Goodbye animal lovers.
Sit down.